Good evening. Hello, Herbert, King of Chainsaws Erpaderp. I am the King of Chainsaws. All hail me, King of Chainsaws. It's time for a honk. That's the important bit. I just realized before that even my railway owes money. I'm a indebted trucker and an in-debt trainer. Trainsman? Train railway owner. I don't know what I'm talking about. How are you doing, Trekan? I've decided to also stream gaming on YouTube this evening. For some reason. Let's just roll this mother hecker down a bit. Just so that we can leave these here. I don't know what my passenger train is doing, actually. I should check that. And one of my other trains is stopped for a switch aligned against it. That's probably what we want. Passenger train is heading to Nashville? Nantahala. That's what we want. And who is stopped for a switch? It's probably intentional. Was it this train? I need to look at it to know if I wanted to move from there. I'm doing all right. Have you seen the game? Oh, what a match! Whoa. No. Okay, you've deposited that load there. It's ready for some switching. So you are free to bugger off. It's very nice that you can control the switches from the map now. I can teleport back here. One handbrake is definitely enough to hold that entire load. Wrong direction, you fucks. Some people. For a moment believed you had. I don't even know what game you're talking about. If it's an actual game I'd be interested in, then I still haven't. Forward. And stay in forward. One of these engines, this one, is damaged. And I would like to repair that. So once you once your load is deposited, I'll send you off to a repair station. Actually, passenger train arrived. Why are you stopping? You don't need to honk about it. I've noticed that you stopped. Is it because this is a line? No. Because the signal is red. You don't just run signals for no reason. Fucking pass it, you bitch. Is this Herbert, the Trainiac Erpaderp again? Yes. That is one of my names. Once we get this situated, we can send that engine off to Alaka for repair. And they'll be happy to do it. 9 shows you the rear, not 0. It looks like this guy's being really safe. He's going way slower than I would. Let's make him go faster. Probably not too much faster, though. It's playing horror music. This is like horror music, background music. Horror movie background music. Something bad is going to happen. I don't like it. The bad thing is we've had to go around that hopper instead of straight up there. Better see some serious piss train. Is 7 AM the time for piss train? I feel like that's too early for piss train. My piss railway doesn't actually haul any piss, but the locomotives are, they've got piss written on them. That's what you want, right? I'm worried that we may not fit the entire set of hoppers in this track. This horror music says kids discovered that that coal isn't a good Christmas gift. Man, kids don't know shit. Coal is a wonderful Christmas gift. Wonderful, I tell you. I might consider reducing our speed a small amount. Not that much. More. Faster. Better. Stronger. However that song goes. If we couple onto those, they probably got handbrakes on, so I don't need to apply any elsewhere. That's how it works. Look at that. Perfect. And it did all fit. Nice. Didn't even crash once. I've never crashed. And why is that locomotive at 88% condition? Just likes it that way. I don't know what the rate of decay is that they've added to the game, but it shouldn't be too bad. Now you get like a certain percent degradation for every so many miles you run. That's kind of annoying for the rolling stock that I own. Makes sense for the locomotives. They probably get derailed and have to be sent to the repair shop before it's time for an actual overhaul, which I believe is something like 5,000 miles. Probably broke a little too heavily there, Herbert. gotta honk so people know that you're moving the train. Sorry, that way you can't join the masterclass of engine drivers holy order. To do so, you have to have 3 railroad crashes at least, and show off with that. Oh man, I don't want to join their order anyway. They're stinky and made of poo. Have I upset them? Are they going to come and attack me now? Just move all of this out of the way. Probably easier to do the glad hands up while it isn't moving. Nope. There we go. Got it. Huh. And now we've got an open cock on one end. Why do they always leave them open? Yes, they're made of poo, but a lot of vegetables and grain you harvest in farm sim are made of poo too. Yeah, that's different somehow. It's special poo. Made from the finest ingredients. I don't want to smash into those too hard. Smasho. That was a nice white hopper. It stands out like a sore thumb. You always got to check the rear one because they just love leaving their cocks open. Roll it off the siding so that it's a simple matter of just backing the whole lot up again when there's more to haul away. Looks like my other train is arriving in Bryson. Good for it. Won't be in the way, so I don't need to worry about it. Not so sure. I guess you want to crash into those wagons, but it is expensive and you're stingy, so you don't. Well, that is partially true. I assume if I just uncouple that, his brakes will stay engaged. And that's good enough. Can leave it set for MU and come back when this engine is fixed. Sir? Stop. I guess the... Did it? Did it respond to the controls despite being unhooked? That's a bit obnoxious. That can stay there, that's fine. Yeah, it must be haunted by a ghost. And there's already one more hopper loaded up. Very efficient. I'm not going to worry about it yet. Plenty of honking. Probably nobody around to hear it except for the miners and the loading operators. But that's okay. I'm sure they love the wonderful sound of a GP9 in the morning. I got like 3 grand. I think I sent... We're going too quick. I think I sent an oil tanker off to be refilled and it didn't return yet. So, should probably keep some money on hand for that. I don't know if it's been paid yet or not. We are having another interchange in about an hour. Ooh, that's exciting. Is this too fast? Can't be. We wouldn't go too fast. Not me. There's a reason they call me slow, Herbert. That's not because of how fast you drive things, Herbert. It does seem almost a bit too quick. Oh, there's my dude. Oh, we can see inside. Where's the... One of these you can click and open. Well, you could. I want to open my thing. Damn it. Maybe I just imagined it. Maybe they changed it. I like driving my train with the hood doors open, damn it. Why does everyone have to ruin my fun? Ding ding. You are ready for some AI action. Ooh. Astonishingly small engine in the locomotive. Yeah, there's a lot of void in there. None of them will let me open them. Immersion ruined. Also, that was meant to go... Ah, you were meant to drop that off back down along the line, idiot. I'll have to deal with that later. Well, maybe those logs will eventually go that way. That's for future Herbert to worry about. Current Herbert, there's other things to do. use this line. But that means a lot of space for smuggling, like Kaiser-class sauerkraut. Ah, yes. That's an additional revenue stream for the railway. We smuggle sauerkraut inside our locomotives. That's why they don't seem as powerful as they could be. I also forgot to attach the pulpwood flats to this train when I sent it out. But because we're going to have a secondary interchange run, I figured the train that takes anything from the interchange will just deal with it. Unless I forget that too. I am a forgetful man. I'll switch that and stick it on the back of that later. Or I can put it at the head of the empties for silver.
This is big brain time.
Mm-hmm. Every Herbert Erpaderp time is big brain time, apparently. It's probably perfectly safe there. Don't need refueling. This is a good location to refuel sometimes. You've stopped too soon. Okay, these... Except for we need to drop that one at the national park. I need to remember that. I put it there at the end specifically so that I can try dropping it, letting it roll into the siding. Isn't a fueling station a good place for refueling? Well, yes, there's a refueling station just over here. Convenient for both steam and diesel locomotives. Why, there's one fueling up right now. And we can let those roll. We'll move this up to the water. Get your fill, fatso. Look, we still haven't collided with anything somehow. That's where we want to just stop the train here. No, not teleport here. It's Control F, not Control T. We've almost got a passenger train ready to stop. Pretty sure there's things here for this guy to deal with. Yes, there certainly is. But if I deal with it too soon, maybe I'll have to come back and get that one later in the day. We've got engine 666, the Devil's locomotive. It's here ready to shunt and whatnot. And, oh, look. Piss Railway's premier train, the Chud, has arrived in all its glory. You've probably got enough coal. If I remember, it's probably a good idea to put some more water in it before we send it on its way. It's whistling because it's excited for water. Does 666 go like the devil? It seems to have some get up and go. If you just take the brakes off and... I don't know if that's like the devil or not, but it's pretty effective. Very, very steamy. Like a senior devil. $438 dues. We are ripping the passengers off. There's a special fire in that thing. It's a very yellow fire. We can open that. Yeah. Very Satan-y. I wonder if I don't think that impacts anything. There's no, like, steam simulation or anything, so I can just leave that open. Click all of these. Don't quite remember where this train came from.
Hey, listen up down there. That thing's called an elevator, not a bathroom.
Don't piss in the elevator. Thank you for the follow, Derpy Derg. Welcome. We got this set up. I'm pretty sure we want this to go back to silver, because I think it came from Alaka. Remembering things is hard.
Ah, peace.
Exactly. Nobody's waiting, so we might as well select the engine, you shit. Oh, you're clicking the wrong thing. Manual. Might as well just send it back a bit and put some water in. Probably doesn't need any more coal, because going for coal would be in the opposite direction, and my word, would that be difficult. It's a green carriage and the rest are pink. I forgot to change it when I bought it, and then I figured, you know, why not just leave it that way? Eventually, I'll have to swap it out. Probably not for a while yet. When I do an overhaul on them, I'll buy another couple of green ones and keep those as like the backup spare ones. It's like the black sheep of the wagons, yeah. Remembering isn't hard. I remember when I was young, all was better, I swear. I believe you. I was never young. Get filled, nerd. OCD Typhoon. Haha. Let's have a bit of a ding. And a bit of a toot. That's what you do when you're a train driver. You just incessantly blow the whistle. Even the sauerkraut was more sour when Trekkan was young. We've got a lot of things that need to be moved. Including that. You shouldn't be on the list. Or should you? Or you, or you. Because I know they are there, and they need to be moved. It's almost like thousands and thousands of gallons take a little while to transfer. Probably going to have to orchestrate a meet of some kind for this train. But where? Almond Station seems as good a place as any. We're not in a big rush to get the freight train down here. Butt sauce is technically jalapeno sauce. Are you sure? Is that sauce you put on butts, or is it sauce made from butts? We'll have that. I am past Bryson. In fact, I've got the train to complete the line down to Andrews sitting somewhere. I think it's here. Yeah, just waiting. Eventually I'll deal with it. If you watched a movie, you would know. Yeah, but watching movies is for chumps. I haven't got time for movies. Only train. That's not true. Okay, you should be ready by now. That doesn't lift up enough, so you've got to check to see if the water is actually not pouring. Road, reverse. Go as fast as you like. Go as fast as you like. It'll be fine. You have to click on those before it'll work. I didn't really want the entire train to go in there. No. Stupid idiot. You have to click select before the train will be selected. It's almost like I've never played this game. A bottle of hot sauce, 3 cones, and 3 idiots. By cones, do you mean the Australian meaning of cone? Also, I don't want to grab idiots. You never know where they've been. Probably switch that to manual. Ew, Australians. Gross. Who would be an Australian? The famous song by the Scorpions, Sauerkraut of Change. Who could forget? Conan like the Barbarian. That's Conan. It was better as Conan the Librarian. Conan the Librarian. Okay. They always set these out so that it's more inconvenient. I would prefer mine 1 to be at the front. They can never just guess what I want them to do and just do it. Why do you not respond to my clicks? I clicked. Why don't you pull the train and not push it? I am pulling the train. Don't switch directions, you want to go backwards. It seems like it's not going to derail. It's not going too quick. You just sit back and let it roll. And now we're... It's almost like gravity is working against us when we go up a hill. Did you not read what he said about the hot sauce? Don't want to put hot sauce in there, but... Where, but? Well, I moved that engine. We'll just go around. Budget Freddy made a song called It's a Kind of Sauerkraut. It sounds like something Budget Freddy would do. talented man he is. Bit speedy there. And now we're back in here without slamming into the other engines. They've done nothing wrong to you. You'd leave them alone. And if you're good, I'll give you a nice big drink of diesel. You've got to bribe your engines with fuel, otherwise they won't work as you want them to. Okay, that should... Let's see how long that's going to take. Probably hours and hours and hours. Yeah. 6 hours. And they need 3.7 tons of parts. That seems excessive. But what would I know? I'm not a train repair surgeon. I'm just an idiot that does things on the internet. Probably time to do some switching. That interchange hasn't been interchanged. Propane made a song, "Make war, not sauerkraut." Oh, they'd be unpopular in Germany. Let's move this down the line a bit. I'll put it in here, I think. And I'll get these and stick them out here for number 667. It's the devil +1. Everyone from the anti-sauerkraut movement we sent to the sauerkraut mines in Germany. That's Germany's primary industry, isn't it? The sauerkraut mines. This is probably going to be a moderate inconvenience for shunting. I think most of those go over there. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. You can use the train brake if you want. It'll be more effective than the independent. You want a handbrake on? Sure. Just for fun. Proper honk. These should have gone out with the morning, whatever they call the not coal train. Yuri's Tiberian sauerkraut. Oh yes, famous Command and Conquer game was all about sauerkraut, but only the German release of the game. Surely you could be a little faster. What's the harm in going a little faster? Your engine's at 100% condition, so it can take a bit of beating. Nothing could possibly go wrong. I slowed down because I'm a coward. I'm sure I released that handbrake. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it's been sitting there overnight with no brakes. What about this one? That had brakes on. I guess to make room for these at the Whittier, I'll probably have to do some shunting there too. Excuse me. I'm a revolting pig. Nearly every German was playing that famous video game Super Mario Sauerkraut and Baldur's Sauerkraut. Yes. Important games in Germany. I wish I could rename the towns in this. They'd all be really sensible names, like Piston and Shitsville, because I'm an adult, apparently. Piss City! Piss City! Spatula City! We sell spatulas, and that's all. Leave those there. They're gonna start rolling, and that's okay. That engine down there will catch them. I think I want this on the other side of the interchange. I don't anticipate there being a lot delivered. Sometimes I wonder if I'm lying. You wouldn't lie on the internet. Especially not about sauerkraut. I'm pretty sure that's a big crime in Germany. We're probably not going to have too much in here. I would have sworn that was... Or maybe it didn't respond when I tried switching it. But if I put the engine on the other side, if all 3 tracks are filled up, I'll still be able to shunt stuff down the line and couple to that steam engine. Honk City! Glory to you and your horn. Ah, ass shits. Damn it. Not one of those on the front of the engine. Exactly. I would definitely write an angry letter to the Internet Angry Letter Department if I found out you were lying about sauerkraut. We can fix all problems by moving our locomotive. Goodbye. Could be a little bit quick for us. Really not very good at judging braking distances. You fix all problems by living under the sea. Ah, yes. Everything's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Under the sea. Under the sea. We'll safely couple up to these with no damage to our new locomotive. I bought this one the other day. Don't really need to keep the line clear, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because I'm courteous. My name is Curtis E. Bear. Okay, that seems good. Switch that so if anything comes down here it won't crash. Probably. We got like half an hour until that interchange. Let's check if Loggy Boy needs to be run. No. Good for logs for now. I don't like how I fall through the map there for no good reason. That's almost ready to be taken out, but not quite. What have we got? For down the line, and we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 for the sawmill, including new gondolas. Ones we've got over here didn't fill up, did they? Of course not. This complicates matters. Need more tracks. We need some storage here. I guess what I could do is leave those. They're not going to be there for too long, I guess. I can leave them until later on this track. That way we don't have to ask about pulling gondolas in and out. Don't know why I changed that. I'm going to come back here anyway. I feel like when my engines get repaired, they need so many parts, like repair parts, because of worn horn equipment. That's probably why 3 point whatever tons was required for that GP9. Jeez, Herbert, sometimes you waffle some shit. Not me. Wrong direction! This music is far too magical for switching freight cars around. That's probably fine there, but I'll push it back a little more. So it's even more fine and dandy. I might slow down a little bit. 10 is much too fast, and 0 is much too slow. You want something in between, like 5. There we go, that's the ticket. And these might as well come out. How am I going to do that with as few maneuvers as possible? consider doing some stopping. It's going to take a while because he didn't bother hooking the air hose up. Did I switch that? No. Of course I didn't. Okay, so I'll shove as many as I can in there. They'll all fit, I think. Just not all of them are going to go onto the loading track. And I'll pull those out, those two. Shove the rest in there. It's going to work perfectly. I'm assuming the next interchange is going to have more for here. Actually, this is not going to work because we can't fit all of them into the head shunt. Or can we? There's one way to find out. That's what, 8? I can count. Surely. 8 should fit. I'd swear I've put 8 in there before. The music is very menacing. Look at that. Fits like a glove. You sure you should be going that quick? Being real safe here. Look at how safe you are. We might fit all of them in here. No. Ah, shits. How close is it? It's not close enough to care about. Hey, Crunchy Amigo, how you doing? I love trains too. Everybody loves trains. It's more maneuvers than I really want to do. I want to be as non-maneuvery as possible. But I want to put those on the line, on the out line. I'm glad they finally added something there. I was wondering if that line was just decorative. Have I ever played Train Sim? I have. Train Sim World 2, I think, is the last one of those I played. I don't really like them that much because there's not enough freedom. I play them every now and then, though. There's also Run 8 that I've been curious about, but it just seems way too serious business simulatory for me. Which handbrake there. I'll leave that with no handbrake. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Hammered down the railroad. Ah, yeah. They're fun games. But, like, a lot of them... I haven't played the newest Train Sim World, so my opinion is just a guess, really. But, like, they're a bit too rigid for me. And a bit too serious and no fun allowed. Like, I want the train to crash and wreck everything instead of just a black screen when I come off the tracks. That's the wrong direction. Only done the first one. I used to really like, I can't remember what it's called, but I'm pretty sure it changed into Train Sim World. It was a long time ago, but they had a really fun route builder. Spent good money on a train and it never showed up. Like, literal money? That's outrageous. That is one of the things I don't really like about Train Sim World. I guess I understand why they have it, but all of those paid DLC is kind of annoying. That's what we want. $30 on a coal-powered train. I'd want my $30 back. I feel like you should be able to slap the dev across the face if that happens. $30 doesn't seem like a lot of money, but for nothing, it is. Let's put that handbrake on. How much was that timely money? Well, it totals to $69 dues. Oh, you fucking dog. I just... that can stay. That wasn't loaded a second ago when I moved all of that. It's not going to hurt if it's not on the next train. It probably will be on the next train. The next train to Silver. Because that's not for hours and hours, usually. Lousy jerks. They did that on purpose. They heard me blowing the horn and were like, oh, old Herbert's come to switch out these cars. But this one's not quite full yet. We'll load it at the least convenient time. Everybody's conspiring against me. Plop these down in the yard. And then we'll go over to Stenzel. Stenzel, Washington. You've got to clear PIS 2158 first. Because it was 5 centimeters too far forward. Okay, we will grab that and go around these and and we won't run so far that we smash into those. Probably. I completely forgot about my meat, which has not occurred yet because this is probably sitting at a signal. Don't forget about your switcher, which is rolling along at 25 miles an hour. Actually, that might be sitting at the flare I put on the line to stop my freight train. Man. What's the top speed of that? I don't know. AI will do 45 top speed. That's the most you can make it do. I did test, when I first started, I tested a steam engine down that line, and I think I got it pretty quick. Up to 70-ish. I bet you could get this engine going pretty fast. There we go. $150 miles an hour. How long did you stay on the track at that speed? Okay, let us investigate this fool. Now you've stopped at the signal. And the signal is red because... that means it probably ignored the flare I put down here. Or it went by on the other track. It went by on the other track. I don't want that. Where is your orders? Pass signal. Do it now. I'm going to assume you've done the same. Man, what a pain in the ding-a-ling. I just assumed they'd come right up to here, but I guess there's no signals protecting any of this. And that passenger train's gonna block the line when it gets here, so we'll be sitting for a while, I suppose. Can you get this on PS5? I don't think so. I think it's only PC. I have no idea if they even plan to do a console version. I'm sure those two trains are fine and will not have any sort of unintended interaction. You've got the other one selected, you fool. Let's watch in case they do have an unintended interaction. Is it throughout the whole world? How do you mean? Like the game, it's one specific map of I don't remember the actual location it's set in. Somewhere in the US. Okay, you keep moving up. I could make it keep moving up if I wanted, so I can get this other train around. It's not gonna keep moving. It doesn't matter. Oh. What about... Oh, That's fine. We can stop there. Look at that. We've had less confusion and delay than intended. I don't know how long it needs to sit here, but you can see that there are passengers waiting. So not like you can go from Washington to Maine. No. It's a fun game though. I feel like it would be more fun if I could add my own tracks, even in a limited capacity. I'd like to alter some of these lines to make them more sensible, but they're based on a real railroad, which is pretty cool. And I guess not just having the lines set up exactly as you want them adds to the challenge. Okay, we'll go back to this. Chungus. Where is the ground? Thank you, video game. I don't want to be a sky train. That's a different type of vehicle. You've got to honk. It's the law. Herbert's law. Van Man. Type / weather rain in game chat. I don't want to. I think we got one of these to come out. Yes, of course. We don't need that, probably. And it seems like it's set up already so that we can switch the tanker out first. Which is unusual. Usually they have it all set up so it's the least convenient. You're stopping for a signal, aren't you? Mr. Follows the rules. You want it to follow the rules, Herbert. You'd flip your shit if it didn't. Is there anything at Ella? 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 I don't know what it is. Yes. Too bad I sent the drop-off for Ella all the way up to Bryson. All aboard the Piss Express. Hell yeah. Now we've got our interchange. 12 cars. I know 2 of them are going to be, hopefully, repair tools and parts or whatever. What the fuck? Why am I accelerating? It could have been a bit of an oopsie doodle. Paying attention is difficult. None of those had their handbrakes on. It's fine. What are they gonna do? Roll away? Ha! Not under my watch. You can come off the switch list. Oh boy, isn't that exciting for you? Guess it doesn't make a huge difference if I put those in different order. It's only mildly inconvenient. You transport that heating oil, son. Hell yeah. Watch me transport heating oil. I'm the most transporting whatever it is I am there ever was. It just stops when you've got the brakes on. Maybe I shouldn't have the brakes on. That train has arrived at the talc place, I guess. I do appreciate the notifications that it gives you. It didn't do that a while ago. I don't think. The music is appropriately tense. Are we gonna make it? Of course we are. Wait. Man, why couldn't you be loaded or unloaded? As the case may be, loaded. You fucking dog. Just deal with it, Herbert. Just deal with it. Huh? Why is that? It's this one that's red. Is it? You can fix it by doing this. Probably. Oh, it is at the other end. No. I'm the confused. It's not coupled, so it's this one. I am a stupid man. But I figured it out, so, you know. Only a little bit dumb. That's not much of a coupling, Herbert. You gotta be a little bit more forceful than that. Ah, that'll do it. I'm gonna take the brakes off. I'm starting to make silly mistakes because I'm probably tired. As opposed to my usual sensible mistakes. Is that too fast? That's probably too fast. What? Mistakes in a Herbert stream? I can't believe it. I can't believe it's a mistake. I was being facetious. I would never make a mistake. That'll probably roll backwards if I don't put the handbrake. There's no mistakes. There's just happy little, what the fuck did you do? Yeah, happy. Happy little so-and-sos. Can leave that there. No mistakes in Piss Land. It's the land of intentional everything. That's not convenient. I was gonna try and connect those hoses before that doodad got in the way. Very rude. You gotta honk so they can feel it. Look at that. No smashing of anything. It's all neat. Ooh, $69. Oh, yeah. What was that at? Alaka Junction? That's not the end of the... I'm thinking of the wrong Alaka because I'm a dunderhead. The train is there, and not down there. That's too fast. That's too handbrake. So they call you Herbert Mastermind Erpaderp for no reason? Yep. I can't think of a reason anybody would call me that. Unless they misspoke Mastermind. That's a thing, surely. $8 timely. That's pretty good. For 1940s or whatever this is, 50s, that's like $1,000 in today's money, I assume. Okay, leave him here for the time being. Switch this, because the passenger train might come back through here before I come back. We don't want him to have any confusion or delay. Could buy a house for that much back then, yeah. And not just like any house, it'd be a really big house. With 7,000 bedrooms. Because they made houses like that in the old days. Now, let us select this fellow. patiently waiting for whatever that is. Slightly inconvenient that that isn't full. We could take it with us. How are we gonna do? Because that rear wagon needs to go in there. To do it properly, you should pull the train up and run the engines around to the rear and push it in, but we're not doing that. Not here on Piss Railroad. Perfectly safe operations. We can actually just have him go back to AI mode. Easy. Easy. And just my luck, we'll run out of momentum before getting into the correct position. Piss everywhere. Look at that. That's a river of piss. Pretty sure you need to go see a doctor if your piss is purple. Nah. The doctor would probably just go, whoa, cool. Look at the colors. Oh, look at that. We're going to make it after all. I probably didn't set a flare at the talc place, which I should do. Perfect. Right there. No? Right there. I switched out the loads the last time I played, so this should be pretty easy. We just have to drop shit off. Put a flare there so when the train stops we can think about what we're doing. Because that's what Herbert does. He thinks a lot. He thinks about everything. Don't lie to the good people, Herbert. Okay. This is the same as before. I might just leave these for a while, because that'll probably load in a few hours. It would be nice if when you hovered over them, it would tell you how long they anticipate it to take to load. Let's have a look at how this is doing. Oh, only one more coal hopper? And you call yourself a coal mine. This place is probably ready for a wee shunt. A piss shunt. What needs doing? We have... that needs to go on there, probably. Or maybe it would be better at the front end. Yes, on the front. That goes... in there. That goes... further away. use this locomotive. Well, the passenger train will be due through here soon. I should make sure the tracks are aligned for it. We do not want confusion and delay. Probably. Oh. That's where you go. This is probably set wrong for the passenger train. And look at that. My unattended locomotive didn't even crash yet. I should actually check out what's at the interchange. The reason for confusion delay is not wanting it, Herbert. Yeah. Let's couple you up. Easy does it. You don't want to cause any damage. Those cars don't belong to you. Somebody would be very sad if you dented them. Look at that. These are for local. These go all the way to Alaka. There's more for that. And some more for Bryson. Wunderbar. Let's deal with that. I knew it was a good idea to not send the train with the pulpwood flats. I knowed it was. We've got one that has to go all the way to Nantahala. That one might wait for a couple of days or something. Or maybe not. Hell yeah, haul ass. Okay, that one definitely has to go into the siding. It is going to be a mild inconvenience to do the silver switching because of this split of the interchange. Also, where the hell are my fuel and parts box cars? None of those are them. You can tell those aren't my box cars because they're not pink. Does this tell me anything? I know I've paid for the box cars. And I sent 2 to get loaded. And they haven't come back. Fucking dogs. This is only for engines, the roster. Maybe I'm not getting my my property back. My railway wagons. Or maybe they come tomorrow. Maybe they've changed at some point the duration it takes to load those. Instead of overnight, it's a day. That would be more realistic, I suppose. Why am I sitting by that? We want this. Well, 9069 has arrived at the talc place. Perfect. Perfect. And of course, this is not arranged to make the drop-off for this convenient in any way. We could change it so that it is. What a novel concept. That's going to require you to move that further forward, I think. You can stop. I can trust you with no handbrake on, though. You'll stay there. Surely. Is that on a grade at all? No. Not at that point. I think it does dip down further down the line, though. I should leave the shunting at Bryson for those to get there. Confusion and delay. Everywhere. That's what Piss Railroad is all about, though. Mostly the confusion. We're usually pretty prompt. It does literally take an entire day to play the day, but we usually get everything that needs to be done in a day. I'm kind of anticipating that'll change when I get to go to do things. I hope you enjoy doing things. I will see you next time. I will have fun using the whistle. It is the best part of train. Come on. You can do it. It's not going to have enough momentum to carry it far enough forward. Still more enjoyable than the running back and forth in Railroads Online. Such speed. Such thrill. Okay. Now that's arranged a little bit better. Didn't really save any time because either I do the rearrangement here or it makes things a little slower when these cars are dropped off. But it does make more sense for the order in which stuff is dropped off. Except I would like that to be further forward in the train, I suppose. Can't always have what you want. It'll be a very minor inconvenience. Actually, it would have worked if I uncoupled it, because that lot was originally behind that. Oh well. Good enough. Good enough for piss railroad work. The urinest railroad ever. I really appreciate that the AI blows the whistle for crossings and stuff too. It's fun. You will probably make it to Whittier before the passenger train, so I'll have to switch for that. Where's the person tied to the tracks that's usually right next to the track switch? They haven't implemented it yet. They've only got one character model, and it's my little... this dude. He looks lost. He looks a bit confused. I think he might be partaking in the devil's lettuce. Okay. We'll run in through here. And drop the shit off in there. Which will possibly prevent me from running around with the switcher. That's a bit obnoxious. We'll figure it out eventually. I can puzzle things out. The main enjoyment in this game is the puzzles. He looks on track for a promotion. Yep. He's a model employee. He's our only employee. I think almost all of this goes here. No. 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 Yes. Those two go up there. Two for down there and two for in there. Easy. That is super easy, actually. I think. Oh, it's a bit annoying that this one goes in the front of that far siding. That's not too challenging. I can do this in a couple of moves. You. Manual. I do like that they've got the manual and AI control on this little panel now. That helps a lot. These should all be on the shit list. Not that I ever really forget to pick them up, but it does help. Helps me arrange when to move things in my head. Probably be able to fit all of those in so we can run around. Easy. I'll tell you what, it was a good idea I had to shunt the I guess they're loads from here. Shunt the empties out earlier. with my steam engine down the line. Why did you do that? Why do you continue to do that? You dildo. Now you've got to recouple and pull it forward. Old Herbert do be getting tired. The smart thing to do would be to pull that one out and put these in behind it so that it's easier to get that out when it's loaded. So I'm going to do that. For once in my life, I'm going to make the smart choice. If this was Railroads Online, I'd be tempted to just pick the wagon up and move it over. You've probably got handbrakes on. Open that door for no reason. I wish they would put a load inside there. Though I do quite like that they've animated the doors and hatches. Is that the next purchase? A giant rail crane that lifts cars into position? I would. I'd buy that in a heartbeat. I think what I should be buying is more locomotives for when I open the line to Andrews, because it's a steep grade and I'll probably need a helper or two. And to have a shunting engine on hand there. That's too serious and sensible an answer. So, giant crane next. Now that I've done this, I'm going to assume that will be loaded first, then that, and that one will be empty, and I'll still have to arse about to get the loads out. Because that's just how it works. Not uncouple. I clicked it twice. So what was that notification? Passengers? Oh, that was delivery. I know what I'm doing. probably pay some of that loan. Not that it really matters, because they're not going to take any interest payments for like 3 days. Nuts. I'll just leave it that way. It doesn't change the change much if I don't have to pay interest for a few days. I might need that cash. This is on a grade, so we should be able to let that just roll. It won't get too fast. Seems to be getting pretty quick, Herbert. Good thing we've got wireless brakes. And now you've done it. Well, that shouldn't hit. We won't have any crashes on Piss Railroad. We've got a safety record to uphold. We've got 76% operational safety. It was like 63 the other day. We're getting better. It used to be like 80% till I had a couple of unfortunate unintended derailments as opposed to an intended derailment. Alright, you have your brake on. Oh, it was that coupling up. I thought I'd crashed into something. I wouldn't crash. Can take that away. There has been 0 accidents for the past month at Piss Railway. We didn't fix anything, we just stopped recording the accidents. Yep, that's how it works. Or we can just redefine accident. We can just say, these are intentional operational requirements for the train to not be on the rails for a short period of time. It's actually a positive. It keeps the trains efficient. Yeah, stress testing. Yeah. It's stress testing. Are we on the right track? Gotta be. Easy does it. Easy. 0 isn't fast enough. What grade is that anyway? 0.6. Outrageous. Okay, we put that one there. And all should be simple enough. letting that get away from you, Herbert. That's too fast. Had to do the paperwork, sir. Which way do we want it? Forwards? Yes. Always forwards. Okay, that train is departing Ella. May need to reconsider. Oh no, that guy's almost exactly where we want him. He's probably going to stop at that signal. So I just preemptively tell him to pass it. It's fine. There's no real risk, surely. It's just a train. What's the worst that could happen with it? A horrible, horrible derailment and boiler explosion, Herbert? It doesn't happen anymore. It'll just be a stress test for the local area. And look at that, I've left the door open to make it easy for them to load. They call me thoughtful, Herbert. Probably really should run the engines around to the other end. But that's not the piss railroad style. That was so much easier to deal with without having to remove any empties and shunt around those. That's how I'm going to be doing it in future. All of the empties are further down the line because I switched them whenever it was I played this last, at the beginning of this day, in-game day. What am I looking for now? All of that's fine. There's still a ton of shunting to do. Oh no. A switch. That means you've arrived. We've got plenty of time for passenger train to go through. Manual. Manure. I hate manure. probably a smart idea to roll the entire thing forward. So that we don't have to run back down here to couple onto that. I wonder if it might be a time saver of any kind to use this engine to pull the flats up to the doodadery. Who could say, you Herbert, it's your railroad. Don't think I'll do that. Also, if I did do that, I'd want the flats on the other end of the engine anyway to make it convenient. Oh my, what a silly whistle you have. Yes. You know what? I'm getting tired. It's 11:35, so that makes sense, I suppose. I would like to do modelling in the morning, so I need to get my modelling sleep. I'm not getting any beauty sleep, but modelling sleep is good. So I already saved. I'll leave it there. And I'll be back in, like, I don't know. It depends on how early I wake up. I might start at 8:30 or 9. We'll see. I'm not sure what I'm going to build. Maybe something I can do in one day. Should have probably thought about that a bit before now. That's not my style. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Toodaloo.